Remember those sticky notes for passwords? Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
Not exactly cybersecurity Hall of Fame material.
Definitely not. Not at all. And then it was spreadsheets and password managers all playing catch up. It just shows we're trying to fix the wrong thing.
Yeah, we kind of outgrew the whole password thing. It's like trying to hammer a square peg into a round hole.
Totally.
And that brings us to something really interesting. Passkeys. Like someone finally said, let's just ditch this password thing and build something better.
Yeah, exactly. And the interesting thing is, this goes back decades. Public key cryptography, that's the heart of this.
So walk me through this. How do we get from old cryptography to these new passkeys?
Well, it's all about proving you're you online, right? Authenticating. So back in the early internet days, passwords were the easy way. Easy to set up, but
Yeah, not great.
not
Not
good.
great long term.
We learned that the hard way. Breaches, scams. It's like passwords created a whole cybersecurity industry just to clean up the mess. So when did things change? We saw the first move away from passwords with those security tokens, single factor authentication, like those little key fobs with the codes.
Oh, yeah, I had one for my bank.
Right. Those were the first try. But the game changer is public key cryptography and open standards, like what the FIDO Alliance is doing. That's brought everyone together, Apple, Google, Microsoft, to make a system that actually works everywhere.
So this isn't just a research lab thing. This is actually happening.
It is happening. We're right on the edge of a huge change. To get how different passkeys are, you have to look at the tech stuff. It all comes down to key pairs. You have a private key, like your own secret digital fingerprint. That never leaves your device.
And that's huge, right? Because passwords, they're always being sent around and anyone could grab it.
Exactly. With passkeys, there's nothing to steal. That private key stays put. Then there's a public key. Think of it like your mailbox. Websites and apps, they send messages there, encrypted, and only your private key can open them.
Like a super safe drop-off and pickup. I like this already. No more freaking out typing in my password hoping no one's watching.
Yeah.
How does this work if I'm on a website making a new account?
Surprisingly easy. The website, if it uses passkeys, it'll just ask you to make the account. Your device does all the work, makes the key pair. Then every time you log in, your device uses the private key to sign a challenge from the website, like a digital signature so they know it's you.
So no more, did I use a capital letter? Or what was that symbol?
Hmm.
This is scary convenient.
And that's the beauty. And we're just getting started with what passkeys can do. It's not just websites and apps. Think physical keys to get into places, secure payments, even proving who you are offline. It's funny, some of us are already using passkeys without even knowing it.
Oh, really? Like how?
Like when you connect your headphones, Bluetooth headphones to your phone, no passwords there.
Right.
You're basically trading these cryptographic keys in the background to make a secure link. It's a simple version, but the idea is the same as passkeys for online stuff.
So those pairing pop-ups are like baby's first passkey. But if this is so great, why isn't everyone using it already? What's the holdup?
Good question. One thing is the internet's huge EE. For passkeys to really work, every website, every app, every device, it all has to use them. That takes time.
Like switching from cache to no cache, always that weird in-between time.
Exactly. But the good news is things are moving. Apple, Google, Microsoft, they're all pushing for passkeys in their stuff. Browsers, operating systems, even password managers.
So it's becoming part of how the internet works, not just a separate thing.
Exactly. And that FIDO Alliance, the group we talked about, they're making sure all these different versions can talk to each other. Because who wants a bunch of walled gardens where your passkey only works in some places?
That would defeat the whole point. So is everyone on the same page now that we need a better system? And now it's just making it all work smoothly.
Exactly. And that means some tech challenges. Like, what happens if you lose your device? If your phone's your key ring, losing it is a big deal.
That's what I thought of when you said the private key never leaves your device. What if my device takes a swan dive into a lake?
That's where we need good recovery options. Some platforms are trying backup devices, like a really secure key fob with a copy of your passkeys, just in case.
So like a digital spare key under a digital mat.
Right. Others are looking at trusted contacts or even blockchain to get your passkeys back if your main device is toast.
Interesting. So no single solution yet, but lots of new ideas for recovery.
Totally. And the other thing is, even with all the security, there's still social engineering. Doesn't matter how good your digital keys are, someone could still trick you into giving them access.
Ah, yes, the human element, always messing things up.
It's true. But even then, passkeys are a huge leap forward for online security. As the tech gets better and more people use it, we'll probably see even more creative solutions to these challenges.
You know, it's wild to me. This whole passkey thing, It changes how we think about online safety.
It's a big mindset shift.
For so long, it's been make a crazy password, jump through hoops, like we're the ones who need to be more secure, not the tech.
Exactly. With Passkeys, the tech handles it. It's like, you be you. I got the security covered.
And that's freeing. Like finally, someone gets commercial, that humans aren't meant to memorize random junk.
Yeah, we're not wired for that. But we are wired for patterns, trusting our gut. Passkeys get that in a way passwords never did.
Right, it's not what you remember, it's what you have, your device, your fingerprint, things tied to you.
Exactly. Way more intuitive and secure.
And honestly, this isn't just about safety. It's being easy to use too, right?
What's the point of security if it's so hard people give up?
Nobody wants to fight password resets all day. Passkeys just end that.
It's making security invisible, just part of being online?
So it's good for safety, good for us using it, good for the whole internet.
Exactly. Everyone wins.
It really feels like something huge is starting. Like the end of passwords.
I agree. And the coolest part is we're just getting started with what this tech can do.
Yeah, not just websites, but real keys for places, payments, proving who you are in the real world.
Imagine walking into work, paying for something, even voting, all the same way. No passwords.
That's wild, like sci-fi, but it's actually happening.
And it's all because we're changing how we think about online identity.
This has been eye-opening. This tech is going to change things for all of us.
A fascinating look at what's next for online security.
So if you're over passwords and all the risks, there's hope. The future's looking safer, easier to use, and way less stressful, all thanks to Passkeys. Thanks for joining us. Till next time, stay curious and stay secure.